You've seen drones before, but never like this. A swarm of autonomous drones flying themselves. It's the start of a military revolution.
Now it's looking at me.
Machines operating on their own.
It recognized you instantly.
Using artificial intelligence to make decisions faster than humans and raising questions the Pentagon is only beginning to grapple with.
So if the machine's better, why not let it make the decision?
This goes to the ethics of the question of whether or not you allow a machine to take a human life without the intervention of a human.
It's an honor to be here at the National Press Club. The first generation wireless, 1G, was voice. The second generation, 2G, allowed both talk and text. The third generation, 3G, the internet, in a limited way. And today's technology, 4G, completed that digital migration. But if anyone tells you that they know the details of what 5G is going to become, run the other way.
I have to tell people 5G is a killer. I'm Mark Steele. Anybody who hasn't heard me, I'm a weapons systems head-up display expert, one of the leading experts in the world. I've actually brought cover in relation to this. The reason I became an expert was to invent them. What I'm going to say to you today, do not believe a single word I say. Not one. I want you to do your research. You'll find it absolutely terrifying. You got your body cover?
Aye.
Oh, good lad. Right, because I'm talking to that. This 5G rollout is a weapons system. I've got a letter in with central government because I know about weapons systems more than anything other. And as the generations moved on, you started to see more complex signal systems, cleverer pieces of antenna designs, etc., etc. So the whole thing became more data, quicker downloads, etc., etc. However, 5G is something completely different. Right, let's get a breakdown. Let's tell the people what this really is. This is the 5G transmission device. That's a hell of a beast, that, isn't it? These are the uninsurable transmitters. Just get a good look at that, guys, because obviously I know there's quite a few experts who want to see more detail about the transmitters and the chipsets. Just have a good look, boys. This is the control management system masquerade. There's an antenna there, you see that? What is this phased array antenna here? What's that? This is for phased array, alright? As you'll see, it's got a driver, it's got some chip there. It's one chip. Look at the chipsets on this. This is your dystopian world. What did Gated Council say? I'll tell you what, I think we better send some of these educated fools back to school, or just send them to prison. Whichever's the easiest. I think prison's probably better. Alright, that's 5G, guys. That's 5G hardware.
You must consider the whole part played by electricity in nature. Human beings cannot go on developing in the same way in an atmosphere permeated on all sides by electric currents and radiations. It has an influence on the whole development of man. This life of men in the midst of electricity, notably radiant electricity, will presently affect them in such a way that they will no longer be able to understand the news which they receive so rapidly. The effects is to damp down their intelligence. Such effects are already seen today. Even today, you can notice how people understand the things that come to them with far greater difficulty than they did a few decades ago. Rudolf Steiner, 1924. Thomas Joseph Brown, the Director of Science, New Earth University Fellow, stated the following: "Since 1924, our atmosphere has come far more permeated of electric waves of widely diverse types. There is no doubt now that electric waves, electromagnetic forces, cause direct biological effects. There is thousands of information on this subject. There is no doubt about it. But what are these effects? How are they affecting us, and what can we do about it? We can see the stage that we are in today, which is called 5G or Generation 5, which is a special type of broadcast, high-density information transfer. It has been revealed that this turns out to be the same high density in crowd dispersal weaponry." "5G is first and foremost densification, so it is significantly more transmitters at close proximities to a human, and it is also an illegal and unlawful transmitter. What this means is that it is a high-gear dielectric lens antenna, and what that allows 5G transmitters to do is to 3D map its surroundings, which includes your home. The 868 megahertz is specifically for bomb field interrogation systems, which allows these signals to travel through concrete brick work. So this is a target acquiring system that can track anybody down wherever they may be and penetrating everywhere they can in the world."
Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents.
This system is extremely accurate in identifying targets and to lock down on targets, and not only that, it can specifically target any individual who would think to rebel against the New World Order system.
A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy.
The president tweeted out earlier today, "I want 5G and even 6G technology in the U.S. as soon as possible. It is far more powerful, faster, and smarter than the current standard."
There are many in the world today who think that their government is working for their greater good, but they are not. They put up a lot of smoke screens in the world in order to do their dirty work behind closed doors. President Trump is no different than anyone who has taken office. Those who enter into office today are not there by election, but they are chosen to do a specific work for the New World Order system that is coming, which was developed by the Club of Rome. And in this system, there will be no need of installing computer chips into the minds of the people, or into the foreheads as many are taught, or into the hand to track them down and force them against their will to worship the Pope on his Sunday. They have everything that they need in place to do exactly what they want to do. As we can see, the world leaders are united for the Vatican's evil purpose to enslave all and kill anyone who would think to turn against their system. Anyone who does not comply, they will not be able to buy and sell unless they worship the beast and his image.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
And who are they who will not receive the mark of the beast? The very next verse tells us,
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
To be continued.